Well, the Champions League dream is over, the European dream is over, but we still can win the Swiss Super League. Today's episode, we are going to have two matches, which I think is Basel and possibly Young Boys, or maybe St. Gallen. I'm not quite sure. It's two very difficult games, I know that much for sure. We have also had ourselves a January transfer window where we have done some business. The board gave us £5 million extra in our transfer budget as well, which we didn't really spend. The first thing that actually happened in January was we sold Jaquil Marshall-Rutty to AC Milan for about £2.5 million, I think, and a 50% sell-on. So if he turns out to be any good, we're getting some kickback from Milan. I don't think he is going to be superb, but if he gets sold for, say, £5 million in the future, we're picking up £2.5 million extra. Also, Ivan Nasberg has left the club. Because we're not in Europe anymore, he can't be registered for the league, and there's no point keeping hold of him, so we managed to get £1 million from Vålerenga. He's returned back to the club where we signed him from. Kelvin Kampamba has also left, going back to Zesco on a free transfer. Ivan Saponjic is still technically our player, but he is out on loan because he's not playing for us. We may as well ship him out on loan. He's gone to Senica, who might be a Serbian side, I don't know. Already scored 5 goals in 4 games. And Tom van der Leeuwen has also left, returning to his native Holland to sign for SC Camber. We've not got a huge amount of money for van der Leeuwen, £190,000, but he was never playing for us. Literally never played a league game and played a couple of Champions League games, and that was it. Joining the club then, somebody who can't play, but somebody who will be playing next season. It's a ridiculous thing. The rules in Switzerland for registrations are a mess. And I'm making everything worse as well. Emmanuel Mamana has left River Plate for literally contract expired. We've brought him in on a free transfer. He's very, very good, but we can't register him. He can, however, play Swiss Cup games. He's already played once, got a 6.6, and we are into the semi-final. So he might lift a trophy for us, despite the fact he may never kick a ball in the league. Another player signing on a free transfer is Peter Amaran, who is a 19-year-old Nigerian centre-back signed from Östersunds. He's actually able to play, I assume, because he's under 21. I think that's how it works. He's managed to get off the bench for us in the league already. Amaran, hopefully there's some future here. And because obviously we need to get ourselves some more Swiss players, we have brought in Maran Haile Selassie, signed from Lugano. He has cost about £76,000, £72,000, there you go. He's alright. He's actually not a terrible player. He was out of contract, and we could just bring him in now. So I thought, you know what, let's get on with that. Let's bring him in. 24 years old, can play on both wings as well, maybe behind the striker. Not going to be playing a lot of football, but he's a good option. And that was pretty much our January. Arthur Zagre also going out on loan to Rapperswil as well, something that also happened. But that was it. That was absolutely all we managed to do. And it means our squad is thin. This is it. This is our entire squad. We've got 3 centre-backs who are able to play, Romagna, Figueiredo and Loosely now. That's it. We've got 1 right-back, which we've had all season in the shape of Aragoni. Hefty, Schmid are our left-backs. Mikel Rodriguez is kind of a centre-back, kind of not. He's 5'11". I guess we could make him a centre-back. Midfield, we're fine. We're stacked in the centre of midfield with Herc, Bernard and Toma. We've got decent wingers, Montiel, Pusic, Sipot, Vlap and Raffia can play as that shadow striker. Sene and Selassie also on the wings. Song and Gilles Song Han and Gilles as our strikers. It's very thin on the ground, but you probably have noticed the Swiss contingent has considerably increased since the start of the season. So loosely, Gilles Toma, who else was it? Selassie as well, all coming in as new players, extending our Swiss contingent. Next season, I know we're still at the start of this episode, but next season we've got a lot of new foreign players joining the club as well, which isn't the wisest decision. So this is the list of players who will be joining in the summer. Some of them are Swiss. Marzino is Swiss. I think Vukalic is Swiss. Brescianini could be his name. He's joining. We are also bringing in, Genepo, definitely not Swiss. Tom Mackay, we've had him on trial. I brought him in because he's from Bonaire. And he's actually not terrible at football, apparently. He's getting a lot better than what I thought. Okafor, not Swiss. Dua, I think, is Swiss. Eddie Salcido as well. Next season's going to be an interesting summer because we might need to do a lot of sales and loans to make sure that we can register people. Let's play some football, shall we? So then, for the Young Boys game, that is our starting 11. Peter Amaran is making an unexpected first start of the season for his new club. Obviously, he has come off the bench once, but we just don't have the depth at the moment. We are going to struggle between now and the end of the season. If we get some bad injuries, we are going to have to play children, and they're not going to be very good. Very early highlight for us. Kai Sipot to Herc. Where's he going to go? He's been tripped. I think that was Sipot was the man to go down. We're going to get VAR, and we are hopefully going to get a penalty. We don't have Sene, by the way, because he is currently out injured, which means Christian Herc is going to take it, although I think Herc is our regular penalty taker. Last episode, Sene obviously took one, because he was on a hat-trick. Where's Herc going to put it into the bottom right-hand corner? We have taken an early lead against Young Boys, his 8th goal of the season as well. And that goal is enough to put us at the top of the table, but we have ourselves, I say we have a game, St. Gallen have themselves a game in hand. We've got a free kick, Raffia takes it, Peter Amaran's there. Peter Amaran's just scored on his debut. It's not going to count. We're getting VAR again, second time in 10 minutes. Is it going to count? It is not going to count. Peter Amaran puts the ball away, but he was offside. His 2nd goal of the season, he was miles off. I think goals for the under-21s count as goals for a first team, which is a bit odd because they're actually technically in a league, but they're not in a playable league. Amaran's there. Why is Amaran up front? What's going on? 21 minutes on the clock. A lot is going on in this game. Sipot playing on that left-hand side. He's been flattened by Dekali. Sipot's going to get back up and steal the ball away. Very, very calmly there. Good job, Sipot. Herc with the ball has to go backwards to Amaran. So far, my star player of the match, despite the fact that he's not really done anything. Amaran's going to come forward with the ball to Raffia, back to Herc. Now Han, facing away from goal, goes for a curling effort, and he has clipped the top of the bar and it goes over. Keeper didn't get a hand on it either. Young Boys have the ball in a good position. It's Dekali with it on the right. Down the line, finds Fasnacht. He can cross the ball in. And Amaran, I think, again, getting in the way this time to prevent that one from going in. I think Peter Amaran is turning into my favourite player, based literally on 35 minutes of football. Nasame goes for goal. It is over the bar. I thought Gelmy had saved that one, but no, he didn't. Half-time, 1-0 to the good. And realistically, it's only the penalty, isn't it? That's what's kind of splitting the two teams. We are doing well. We are doing very good. So I just want to keep going. Pusic is looking nervous. That's not ideal. I do really want Peter Amaran to get a goal. I want a corner. I want to stick it on Amaran's head. And then we can celebrate like we've just found the brand new central defender who's going to save the world. In order for that to happen, we need highlights. And the second half, we've had absolutely none. Montiel is going to come on the left wing. We're also going to take off Figueiredo for Loosely, which I'm not sure is a good idea, but that's what we're going to go for. And Pusic for Leonardo Lopez. Who's Leonardo Lopez? He's him. Is he there in real life? He doesn't even have a contract, everybody. This is a shop window time for you to get a contract somewhere else. Well, I think he does have a contract, but he's not got a permanent contract. It's a rolling contract. 3 minutes of injury time to play. We've got a corner. Here we go. This is the time. Peter's head on Peter Amaran's head. It's not found Peter Amaran at all. It's come back for Herc. He's gone for a long-range effort. Van Bournemouth with a very good hold onto that shot there. Is that the whole highlight, or is something going to carry on? We've got the ball. Peter Amaran is the man. Got it again. Back to Loosely, back to Amaran, all the way back to Ludovico Gelmi. 2 minutes of injury time to play to not concede, really. If we can take a 1-0 victory, I'll be happy with that. If we concede, I will not be happy. It is Aragoni to Toma. Ball forward, finds Raffia, across to Han. Back to Lopez. Toma again. Raffia gets it on the spin. Through ball, finds Montiel. And Toffol Montiel makes it 2-0. Finishes the day. And that is a very, very good 3 points. Second place versus 4th. That's going to be a huge win. Alan Aragoni gets an 8.6 and didn't get an assist. He did not get an assist and he gets an 8.6. This is a performance. Amaran gets a 7-2, everybody. So we go back to the top of the table, but it's probably only going to be for a day because St. Gallen are playing Lausanne, who are down in 8th place. We're going to go forward now to match number 2 of the episode, which is going to be against 3rd place Basel. This is another must-win game. Just the one change then for our second match, and that is Figueiredo dropping out. And we bring in Romagna alongside, that's right, Peter Amaran is still playing as our centre-back. I think that's it. I think everything else is exactly how we had it before. We have won our last 5 games. A win here will be good enough to put us back to the top of the table. A loss will mean Basel will suddenly get dragged into this title scrap, which we don't really want to happen, do we? 4 minutes on the clock, and we've got ourselves the first highlight. Frey with the ball, back to Berger. Left-hand side is Pelmard, plays it forward. Kasami on the halfway line, back again to the centre-back Berger. Now Frey in the middle, ball forward. We need to get on the end of that, and we do through Peter Amaran. Ball forward as well, finds Han. Oh my word. Oh, what's happened? That was just an absolute calamity from everyone involved. Schmid with a throw for us now. 8 minutes. Can he whip the cross in? He does. Han is there. He's not going to get on the end of it. Alan Aragoni will collect. Herc. Forward ball. Pusic plays it across to Han. Han puts the ball away, but I don't think it's going to count because I think Pusic might have been offside. The goal has been awarded, so we do take the lead. His 17th goal of the season for Han. Pusic getting the assist as well. Pelmard's throw. Jolson. Back to Pelmard. Kasami forward to Ndoye. Jolson in the area. Calmly passed back to the keeper from Aragoni. And now we can start to build our own attack, can we? Schmid with some space to run into. He's got Sipot in front. Schmid's going to keep going down that left-hand side. Poor pass from Schmid. And that is offside. Juggler has to be offside. He's hit it wide anyway. It is going to remain 1-0. That was a weird highlight. Herc with the ball for us in the middle of the pitch. Pusic collects, the goal scorer. Goes for a little run by himself. He's gone for a long-range effort straight down the throat of Muller, though. He can hold on to that. And now Basel with another chance. Everything Basel to start with seems to be a throw on the left-hand side with Pelmard. It's Mai with the ball all the way back to Muller, who is well outside of his area. So if we can steal it, there's a chance for a lob. I think he's probably managed to get back on his line. Aragoni with a slide. Raffia, ball forward. Pusic needs to get there first and does manage to do so. Stops and spins. Plays in Aragoni. Back to Pusic. Weird pass. Now Toma. Aragoni in the area. Crosses it in. Sipot's there. Not going to get on the end of it. Toma across to Herc. First time shot from Herc. It is palmed clear from the goalkeeper. We are going to win ourselves a corner. Big Pete's in there. Big Pete is in the box. He's going to hopefully get on the end of it. It's number 43. It's gone to Herc. And in fact, Muller comes out, holds on to that. So the corner wasn't very good. Approaching half-time. Only a couple of minutes. 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Ndoye with the ball for Basel. Playing it around in the middle of the pitch. If we can steal it, we need to get the ball off to the right-hand side because everyone's on the left. Raffia to Pusic. He's going to go for a little run. Plays in hand across to Sipot. It's straight back to the goalkeeper, though, from the fullback. Big Pete gets it forward to Herc. Now Toma over the top. Can't get it over the defence. This is a ding-dong battle. This is a very entertaining game of football. Schmid to Sipot. Does a lovely spin to get some space for himself. Plays through Han. That's the ball that Han wants. That's the ball that Han gets. And that is Han making it 2-0. I'm pretty sure I said Pusic was the goal scorer earlier. He didn't score, did he? It was definitely Han. It is 2-0 at half-time. And this is an entertaining game of football. You're doing brilliantly. Keep it up. I'm having a lovely time. Big Pete as well was on a 7.5. He's not scored a goal. He's not got an assist. He's just playing superbly well again. Looking at Big Pete, I'm trying to work out why he's playing so well. And genuinely, there is nothing there that says to me why he's playing so well. He is 6'3" and has 16 jumping reach, but he's only got 10 heading. So I assume he's winning a lot of headers. They're just not great headers at the end of it. We are going to do ourselves a change, I think, and it's probably going to be Raffia coming off. If we do Gilles coming on as the shadow striker, we're on the 63rd minute, so plenty of time has passed in this second half with not a huge amount going on. I would like Han to get himself a hat-trick as well, if possible. That would be absolutely magical. We're into the final 10. Aragoni with a throw for us. I think this might actually be the first or second highlight of the second half. Palacios has nicked the ball away. It was a terrible pass from Toma. Through ball, it's Miller, one-on-one with the keeper. Gelmi needs to make himself big. He doesn't matter because Miller hits the bar. And a counter-attack? There's not going to be a counter-attack, is there? The highlight is carrying on and has been carrying on for quite a while. Basel still have the ball, 7 minutes to play. Through to Males, and what a save that is from Ludovico Gelmi, keeping it 2-0. Palacios has gone over to take it towards the back post. It's Gelmi once again holding on to that one. Confident goalkeeping from the young Italian. I say young Italian because I assume he is still young. Right, we're going to do some time-wasting changes now. We're going to take off Herc, mainly for fitness concerns, because he's playing very well. We're going to take off Amaran. I know he's played superbly well. A 7.8 for Amaran. That's insane. For a player who literally... He's our second best player on the pitch. He is our second best player on the pitch behind Han. That's insane. Amaran, by the way, is playing for the under-21s and the first team. He literally played the last match against Young Boys and then a day later played for the under-21s. I don't know why he's doing it, okay? I don't know why he's doing it. We have beaten Basel and Young Boys in the same episode. This is a huge return to form for our Grasshoppers team. And I think we might have found ourselves a new talisman in the shape of Peter Amaran. Even though he's not very good, his 2 performances so far for the first team, 2 starts, have been exceptionally good. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I think we're going to go to the start of April. So we're going to go all the way through March with no matches. We're going to come back for Luzern and Schaffhausen. I want to play those two because we always seem to play the same teams on camera. I will probably show you the Basel result as well in that episode, and then we'll have one more episode of the season, which will be Lugano, and hopefully a Swiss Cup final. That's the plan. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and I'll be back next time with 2 more matches in Switzerland, and hopefully we are still top of the table. Thanks for watching.